Welcome to In Session. I'm Charlotte Slobotsky, OAR's Vice President of Government Affairs.
And I'm Richard Phillips, your contract lobbyist.
It was a very busy week this week at the state capitol. This was the last week for bills to get out of their committee in their House of Origin, so lots of committee meetings this week.
Deadline week, and next week I guess we'll start seeing bills pour out onto the floor.
That's right. Just so you know, both of OAR's sponsored bills, the digital signature bill and the square footage bill, are out of committee and awaiting hearing on their floors, as is the private transfer fee bill that we worked on with the Land Title Association. One of the big topics that got a lot of discussion this week and in the media has to do with property taxes. If you look at our tracking list, you'll notice there are many bills that deal with property taxes, whether they're actually lowering the tax rate or lowering the value that they assess on the property. Both the Tulsa County assessor and the Oklahoma County assessor came out in the media this week discussing these proposals. What do you think about all that?
Well, I guess there are different assessors have different technology and different staffing, so they are some keeping up with state laws, some aren't. But we may even get to vote this year on freezing property taxes.
Yes, it may go to a vote of the people. And of course, as the Realtors Association, we support lower property taxes. Our concern is if they go too low, where that money will come from.
That's right.
Concern about sales tax on services and things like that. But it's an interesting discussion to watch.
And it's been in the media quite a bit.
It has been, and one of the interesting parts about it is there was discussion about how lowering the assessed value won't lower your taxes. Well, neither of them will actually lower your property taxes. All the proposals just lower the rate your taxes would increase.
That's exactly right.
But it's been a very interesting discussion. If you look at our tracking list online, you'll notice there's a smaller number of bills on it. That's because many of these bills didn't make it out of the committee process, so we have a smaller list of bills to be working from in the coming weeks.
And this week our CEO came out and we met with Representative Stiles. His wife is a realtor and he is a real estate attorney, so he had some good ideas for our square footage bill. We've got a few kinks to work out, but I believe we'll move through the process just fine.
So you may see some changes to that in the coming weeks as we continue to work on it. And another really interesting last-minute bill that came up in Judiciary Committee this week would have done away with the requirement for a managing broker at a branch office. It just did away with that requirement. And that's something our legislative committee talked about, but that bill did get laid over, but it sure gives us a heads up on something we might be talking about next year.
We definitely need to look at that.
So all in all, a very busy week and productive week.
Yes.
So next week should be a lot of fun. So we'll see you then.
All right.